Hi guys, this is Lada from Astrolada.com, and before I start with the monthly horoscopes for July, I want to make a short announcement that I will be doing a webinar for just £20, I think it's about $28, on the 14th of July, and this webinar will be about Jupiter going into Libra. And anyone who subscribes at the end of the seminar, at the end of the webinar, I'm going to be looking at their personal charts and discussing how it's going to affect them personally, and I'm going to go through all the signs. I'm going to go through the specifics that you're not going to get anywhere on any video online. So subscribe. You can subscribe for this webinar at astroladawebinar@gmail.com. I'll put the email here, and I'll give you all the details how to log in. And if you're not able to log in on the appropriate day, on the 14th of July, when the webinar is on Thursday, the day of Jupiter, of course, because we're talking about Jupiter, you'll get a free recording, and you can send your chart details as well to look at them quickly. And I have another announcement. I'm looking for new psychics, astrologers, and tarot card or angel card readers who want to partner with me on Astrolada.com and who want to work together with me. And yes, if you're interested in such job opportunities, again, write to me at astroladawebinar@gmail.com. Hi Virgo, this is your July 2016 horoscope with me, Lada from Astrolada.com, and the sun just came out for you. Till now, for all the other signs, it was gloomy, and you're the lucky signs, I guess, this month. So what does July bring for you? We have great news. The first great news is that Mars is turning direct, and if there were any complications over the last few months in regards to where Mars was retrograde in your horoscope, which was the third house, which is in regards to communications with siblings, relatives, or neighbors, if there were escalations of some disputes or escalations of relationship with such people, or also teammates, playmates, co-workers, schoolmates, all such people in your everyday environment, relatives, siblings, schoolmates, playmates, neighbors. If there was an escalation and some power struggles with such people or some confrontation, when Mars starts moving direct, it will untangle them. You'll start improving those relationships, and probably Mars could have surgically removed some people from your life, because Mars in Scorpio is like a surgeon's knife. And if it removes some of those people from whichever I mentioned, such kind of people from your life, then when Mars starts moving direct, you can either patch up those relationships and improve them, or you can just start moving ahead unburdened by what you left behind. Or if you've been working on some documents, some papers, on something written or spoken preparation, then when very hard for the last few months, then when Mars starts moving direct, you start seeing the results of this hard work. Whether it's you were trying to improve some old skills or to gain some new skills, which is again the third house, when Mars starts moving direct, you start seeing the results of the efforts you put to learn some new skill. Or if you were very if there were some tensions between you and a group of acolytes you were working with and associates, which is again the third house, and if you work very hard on some project together, it will start giving results again. Or if you're in media, if you're in any business that's connected to writing, speaking, new skills acquirement, educational, which is Mercury, to communication, administrative work, marketing, advertising, media management, Mercury rules all those things, almost like all white collar careers, a Mercury ruled. A third house ruled. And Mars have been in your third house. They have also Mercury ruled, but third house and Mercury have the same energy. So basically, if you're in any of those spheres of work and you've been working very hard on some project, or if you've been working very hard on some documents, on some analysis, on some, all those areas that I mentioned, all those careers, when Mars starts moving direct, you'll be able to finally start moving ahead and see the results of those efforts as well. And if you were trying to, if there are some complications with travel again, whether it's like, commuting to work in some way, when Mars starts moving direct, these problems will be resolved. And Mars also rules your 8th house, Virgos. So anyone who have ascendant, sun, or moon and has been in Virgo and has been having some complications with mutual finances or resources. For example, I have a client who's been divorcing, they were splitting things while Mars was retrograde in their, and Mars rules their 8th house. I have a Virgo client, so they were having complications with having to sort out split up the assets and stuff like that, sell the properties and everything. So when Mars starts moving direct, everything will start canalizing, moving ahead properly in regards, and all those problems will start getting solved in regards to mutual finances, in regards to resources that come to you through others, in regards to matters of how you give and receive, because 8th house rules that. Or if there were some complications or blockages or frustrations in regards to intimacy and sexual sharing as well, because 8th house is the house of exchange of any energy. It might be financial, money is energy, so is sex and sexual transactions, And if there were some complications in intimacy or sexuality, when Mars starts moving direct, it will help you solve, and it will help you see the end of the tunnel as well, and gradually improve those areas of your life as well. Or if there was, for example, your spouse had been having financial problems, or your some issues in regards to taxes or inheritance, which is again the 8th house that you've been trying to solve over the last few months. When Mars starts moving direct, they slowly start improving again. Okay, that's the good news. So what is a more difficult news? Well, Saturn and Neptune will be in a square aspect almost the whole of June, July, August, and September, 4 months. It's a very intense transit. It's very close. It's a hard aspect, so we might feel to be like outside circumstances forcing us in that direction. And when it feels like that, it doesn't come naturally and easy from us, but it's kind of we're made to face those issues from outside, so we might resist them sometimes. But let's see how they can affect you. Saturn, Virgos, is in your 4th house, which is family, which is property, which is your personal life, so to speak, and members of your family as well, and any issues that to do with property or even vehicles. And Neptune sending a square aspect from your 7th house, Neptune wants to dissolve. Saturn is structure. Saturn is, so if you've had some secure structure in regards to property, place of living, and you've probably already been feeling it from the previous months as well, because this aspect has been quite close already from the spring, So Saturn squaring Neptune squaring your Saturn in the 4th house of family, property, place of living is demanding over the next 3-4 months that something gets dissolved there, that you let go of something there. If you're having too much of a control over family members, or family members trying to control you, Neptune wants to dissolve that. Neptune wants to remove this controlling influence. Neptune wants to remove anything that is binding you, because Saturn is this planet of being bounded, being in shackles. So if you feel burdened with property or some family responsibilities and duties, or some family relationships in your personal life, Neptune can dissolve that. And that's like the best case scenario. In a more negative ways, like Neptune, if you're trying to hold on to those things, to family, property, to make them to your belief systems of how the family should be run, or how the relationships in a family should be, or these will be changed. These will be dissolved in some way, so you can make space for something else. So because Neptune wants to dissolve structure, the structure of Saturn in regards to family, home, property, family members. So be prepared for that, and know that you cannot control everything, because Saturn in the 4th house wants to control those things with family, personal life, and Neptune says no. Sometimes there are outer circumstances that that are beyond your understanding, and that are God's plan, because Neptune is this planet which is divine. It's the divine plan that we're not so clear about, so Neptune can say let go and let God in regards to those matters, and there will be, God probably has a better plan for you. If you've been trying, like, no, I want to relocate here, or I want to fix my house and I want it to look exactly like that, and Neptune says, well, no, it's not going to come like you expect. You have to trust the process, let go and let God, but on a more negative point is like Neptune might bring some delusions in regards to, or something that's behind the surface that you are not aware of, in regards to family, in regards to family members, in regards to property as well. Some structural undermining of the structure of property as well. So pay attention to that. Maybe check your foundations, or check the water leakages and stuff like that. Or check if you might become aware that maybe someone's been dishonest in the family, or if you've been try not to be woolly and ambivalent as well in regards to members of your family, or on matters of property and matters of family, because Neptune can make it even more fuzzy, wuzzy, So anyway, but at the same time, Saturn demands that you put structure in where Neptune is, in the seventh house. So Neptune wants to dissolve your expectations, dissolve old structures in family, and in your personal life. While Saturn wants you to structure how you approach relationships, to structure and to put more boundaries and to put more protections, almost like build walls, and more of a discrimination, to have more discrimination in regards to the people you allow close to you, in regards to your partners. Because Neptune in the seventh house is like, might over allow people, might make you over allow what others in their demands towards you, or you might be giving them too much, or you might, or if someone is dishonest to you, Saturn will correct that. Saturn will bring to the surface over the next 3-4 months what it is that these people have been partners, business or personal, marriage partners, people that you're in a contractual relationship with. Saturn can bring to the surface something that was buried, that was unclear, that was fuzzy, which is Neptune. Saturn wants to put boundaries, to crystallize, to make clear. Saturn wants to correct. If you've been not correct with a partners of yours, this can come to the surface and create a problem. If partner of yours has not been correct, this can also come to the surface and become clear to you. And again, the ultimate goal of that is Saturn wants to protect you from being taken advantage of from other people by placing some boundaries. And you know how they act so differently. Neptune wants to dissolve your old attachments and to tell you that sometimes you have to let go and let God, and in regards to family, property and stuff like that. While Saturn wants to do the opposite to your relationships, to say put structures, test them. There might be testing of those relationships, and the unclarities will come to the surface for the next few months. So yeah, that's how this aspect will play out, the Neptune-Saturn square, very likely. There are always different ways of it working, but that's what I can think of right now and what I've been observing still now. And what else is happening, Virgo? Cancer is very triggered till the middle of July, which is your 11th house. Yes, so you might be very, very socially active. If you've been busy with work till then and responsibilities and duties, from now, from the end of June and big part of July, it's like you are opening more space for your social life, for seeing friends, going out and about more. Be open, because these are benefic planets, Sun, Venus, Moon, and Mercury at certain period in July, and already starting from June will be in your 11th house, which wants to basically to renew your social life. If you get invited to go out with friends, you might be more invited than other times to join friends, to be out and about with them, or to go join some concert or some cultural event, to network more. This is time when you can also renew, refresh your networks. People that have socially important positions in life, they might find themselves getting invited to balls, to more meetings where they can network and contact with others. And at the same time, these contacts that you create now or that you get in touch with in July can be financially beneficial for you as well, because of the configurations of the planet, and not only financially but some kind of a beneficial to you in the long run. So don't miss that opportunity. And also you might receive rewards for hard work done, because the 11th house is the house of rewards and payback in a positive way. So yeah, if you've been working hard, you can start seeing the results now till in July, Virgo. So thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook, where I give free readings. You can win a free reading with me, or you can win a free reading with one of my famous psychics or astrologers as well. I tell you when I do webinars there. I post all the new videos, new articles that I have. If you like reading about astrology as well, that's the place to be. Astrolada, Facebook. Thank you.